Hi, it's Ellen Gormley and welcome to the free crochet pattern of the week. Yay! This week's pattern is a day late because I actually made it. Yay! So much fun. So it's the Baby It's Cold Outside hat by Marley Bird, and I'll give you the links below in the description box to her page that has the pattern. It is a very, very easy pattern and she's got plenty of instructions to help you along the way, but I have a tip, so stay tuned and I'll tell you my tip in just a moment. She's going to have a full tutorial of this pattern probably on YouTube next week. But let me preview it a bit for you so you can gather your materials and be ready when she does the video so that you can all do it together. Baby, it's cold outside. So Marley Bird, as you know, has chic sheep yarn. So merino wool yarn at an affordable price, distributed by Red Heart, and you can find it in many stores. And this pattern uses polo. And what are the other colors' names? I'm blanking on the names. I know polo. I know it very well, actually. And I know it because I use the same exact yarn in my upcoming book, One Skein Crochet. So I used polo in Chic Sheep. So when you're getting your yarn for the Baby It's Cold Outside hat, make sure you pick up an extra skein of the polo because my book, One Skein Crochet, will use just one skein. Now this hat, if you make it in solid colors, also takes only one skein. But I made it in a solid color and I really like the three color better. But it's totally up to you. Her version is so jazzy and fun. So the other colors were lipstick, green tea, and polo. So this is the lipstick, this is the polo, and this is the green tea. So those are the three colors that make up this hat. And you'll need an H size hook. So I have an H size hook here. All right, and here's the hat on her, so cute. And I actually took a few photos of me wearing my new hat, and I'll put that photo in here. All right, so it is an easy hat. It is a beginner, like a beginner could do it, but I'm going to give you a tip too that will help out. So the instructions are fully written out. The only special stitches are the standing double crochet, which I have a video for. So look at my special stitches playlist and you'll see the standing double crochet, although I know she's probably going to show you that as well. And then the V-stitch, which in this case is double crochet, chain one, double crochet, all in the stitch or space indicated. So this is a very traditional V-stitch, but I pointed out to you that you should always read your instructions because other people, while this is like the default definition of a V-stitch, other designers might make another V-stitch, call it a V-stitch, and it's like got two chains or it's got two double crochets or something. So make sure you read your special stitches even when you think you already know. So the hat band is made first. And so the band along the bottom is made first. And you make this really long band according to the size that you're making, which reminds me, this hat actually comes in a huge range of sizes. So she's got pattern instructions written for 6 to 12 months, 12 to 24 months, and then child, adult small, adult medium, and adult large. So lots of sizes. So choose what's right for you. You can make one for everybody in the family. You can make matching ones. You can change the colors. You can do all sorts of things. So it'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. So she gives some hints about like how to choose the right size. Adorable picture of Miss Marley. Love you, girl. Okay, and so the cuff, she calls it the cuff. The band or the cuff is made first, and it's made in a really long strip. And here's my tip for you. So after you make the strip and it tells you how long to make it, then she says, then you fasten off and you start working stitches up off the band. And this is where I think beginners might find it a little tricky. And so by this tip and with her tutorial next week, I think you'll have no problem at all. So when she tells you to work stitches off of the cuff, she's telling you to, the first row is actually single crochet, and she tells you how many single crochets to evenly space around the cuff. Now that's the tricky part, right? Evenly spaced can be really hard to understand. So for my hat, the size that I made, I needed to evenly space, I think it was 76 stitches around the cuff. So pretend that the hat is not made and all I have is this band. What I did was I folded it in half. And so if I knew I needed 76 all the way around, and this is just an example, you follow your pattern, then I folded it in half and used some stitch markers to make my halfway point. That means that I now know that I needed half between this set of markers and half over there. So if I had 76 stitches I needed, then I would put, what, 38 on this side and 38 on that side of the stitch marker. Now to further make it easier for counting, you could fold it in half again and pick the midpoint again and mark it again so that you could split up the number into quarters. Are you following me? So if all we have is the hat band right now, the cuff, and we needed to add a certain number of stitches evenly spaced around the edge, and she would have you picking up stitches like this along here, then I would know to take my total number of stitches that I needed and divide it. And then that way I only have to count between here and here and there, and it makes it easier than trying to count all 76 or whatever target number you have for your size that you chose. So for me, all I did was divide it in half, and I made sure I had 38 on this side of the marker and 38 on that side, and then I double checked my count to make sure I had the right number. But if you needed to further cut it in half, then half of 38, I'm terrible with math in public, so half of 40 would be 20, so half of 38 would be 19. So you would need 19 stitches on this quarter of the hat, and then 19 on that quarter of the hat, and 19 on that quarter of the hat, so that you ended up with a total of what you needed. So follow your instructions and do the math for the size that you're doing, but this is one way to break it down so that you do in fact evenly space the stitches out, and you don't end up with like most of the stitches over here and only a few and they're spread out over here. So you want to evenly space them out, and this is one trick to do it. So use that trick if you need to. These are just locking stitch markers. The pattern only calls for one locking stitch marker, but you might want to have 4 on hand if you want some help evenly spacing out your stitches. So that's my tip for the hat. And I love this boysenberry. This is the sangria color. The sangria color, by the way. So if you're interested in a gorgeous, rich magenta color, try the sangria. I didn't do the polo, like I said, because I already have a polo green hat because I made it for my book. Yay! So please look forward to that. I'm going to link her, the page for this pattern, and also link her YouTube channel because she's going to be putting a tutorial up of this hat. So take my tip, enjoy. I hope it works out well for you. And then, oh, make sure you see her website for all her other hats and her other crochet patterns and knit patterns. She has free crochet and knit patterns on her website, lots and lots, and there's many other beginner and easy hats too. So there's no reason to go cold this winter. If you're in a cold climate, grab a ball of yarn, make some gifts, start your holiday gifts for next year perhaps. You know, winter is a long time here in Ohio. Like, we won't be done with winter till March, so you got plenty of time to make some hats if you live in the Midwest. Other parts of the country, I don't know, but get out your yarn, get out your chic sheep, have fun doing combinations of colors. Chic sheep comes in so many colors that you can mix and match colors and really play with the color patterning on this hat. So use the green tee and the polo and the lipstick and give it a try because I think it's adorable. But you can also play with the other colors and really have fun with it. And you can make it in solid too, which I really wanted a solid hat to go with my pink coat, and I think this will work out great. So thank you for staying tuned for the free pattern of the week. Yay! So Marley, thanks for sharing your free pattern of the week with our crochet community, and we look forward to seeing your tutorial soon. Take care, everybody. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks.